terrible. So thank you for all being here in an interesting time in terms of transportation in San Francisco. This evening, we are here to really talk about European policy challenges, a regional project for Europe. And this is, of course, an interesting time in the world. This is an interesting topic for all of us to consider and to discuss. And really, today we have the world represented in so many delegations that are here. And first off, I'd like to introduce one of the first delegations that are here. And if they would stand as the 19 countries, all from Europe, that are here. Those of you who are here, we have our panelists, and any of you who are in the audience that are here from for San Francisco. In the audience, if you would please stand, be recognized. We have quite a few. They have been this week to UC Berkeley, and this next Monday they are actually going to Stanford and meeting with Condoleezza Rice. So, and also I have to add, before that, you all are going to Napa Valley, where I'm from, and you all will have a great afternoon there. I know that for a fact. Other delegations that we have here today are from the Czech Republic. If you would please stand. Czech Republic. Welcome, we're glad you're here. We have a delegation here visiting us from Uganda and Tanzania. If you would please stand. Welcome, and so much. And they just, as I understand, came in today, so give them an extra hand because they're staying up late tonight. And then we also have several folks here who are educators from India, Panama, Peru, the Slavic Republic, and Swaziland. And if you would all stand as well, we'd like to welcome you. So now on to the meat of our evening together this evening. We have with us our moderator tonight, who is Professor David McGaffey. Professor McGaffey is quite a long history in foreign policy and is a very interesting background, starting with as a U.S. Foreign Service officer with postings in Asia, the Middle East, and South America. He's been a professor at the European University in Portugal, and he is also comes from, currently is a Fulbright Senior Specialist for the U.S. State Department, and he's an adjunct professor at the International Management International Affairs Negotiations at Holy Names University. Professor McGaffey also has a PhD in International Relations from the Johns Hopkins University, and I think tonight he's going to be a wonderful addition for us to really talk about U.S. and European policies. Professor McGaffey.
Thank you very much. That was the politest way of saying I'm old. We're here to support the idea of international education. There are 19 experts, specialists from countries in Europe who will answer any questions you have. I'm going to say as little as possible because they're the ones who are bringing news. But there is one topic that I think is essential, that we strike a blow tonight to eliminate the myth of unity. The panel tonight is entitled U.S.-European Foreign Policy Challenges. There's no such thing as the U.S. I would hope that these 19 people, having been on the East Coast and are now on the left coast, are beginning to appreciate that the U.S. is not a thing. There's no such thing as Europe. Both are groups, interests, sections, rivals, moving toward a future in an uncertain way, but there's no such thing as a single unified European perspective on anything, or a single unified US perspective on anything. In my career as a US diplomat, I served mostly in the third world. I think I got infected with the idea that both Europe and the US are these big giants who are about to descend on us with their superiorities. And much of the world looks at the US and Europe with some nervousness because they are so big and rich and powerful. Tonight we have 4 speakers from all members of, from countries that are members of the EU for varying lengths of time. In the group we have 2 people who are not members of the, from countries that are not members of the EU, so we might get some different perspectives there. But about a month ago, I actually heard somebody say that they were trying to think of where to go on their vacation because they saw Europe last year. I have also had people ask me when I tell them that I live in the Bay Area, how far outside of New York City is that? We are beginning to explore 2 vast and wonderful and dynamic and changing areas which have interests in common and interests in conflict. And different people will populate those 2 lists differently. I hope you will listen and then ask sharp questions so that we will all end up understanding a little bit more of this complexity that we pretend to be 2 single units. Thank you.